Hi friends, Victor Costa, Peace, Love, and Muscles. Hope you're doing well. Hope you're having an outstanding day. I had some great questions on Instagram over the weekend. People were asking questions on my Instagram lives. One of the best questions was, Vic, how long should you stick with a workout regimen or a workout routine before you should change it up? So it's a great question, and I want to give you, a Vic answer. It's not cut and dry. I'm a little verbose with it, but I hope you can come to your own conclusion with that. So, when I would train clients in the gym, I would meet them, I would assess their level of athleticism and what exercises looked good for them, what they looked good doing, how facile they were with the movement, how flexible they were, and I would judge my workout routine based upon the client's level of proficiency. And this meant, did they have good balance when they went to lift up a bar, or were we better off with a machine? In other words, was all the energy going to be deployed into figuring out how to balance the weight on the way up, or was I just going to plug and play? Put them on a machine where they had very little of that to worry about, the balance, and we could focus our energy back into the body rather than getting too stuck in the head of, am I doing this right? So what I wanted to share with you guys is how I approach things, right? I wouldn't put people into exercises that they were going to get frustrated doing. I wouldn't waste their time and the precious hour that we only had together. I would want to get some work done. So I would assess what they could do, and then we would stick with those basic movements. And we would stick with those movements until the client wasn't progressing anymore. And I thought that was a great way to approach things. We didn't know how long they would keep the progression. So we didn't want to just say at the 8-week mark, we're changing it up just for fun because you're supposed to. When we find something that works for a client or for ourselves, we stick with it. We ride it out until it no longer works. Now, someone would say to me, Vic, but I have this routine, but I know I should stick with something for 8 weeks, and that's my line of demarcation. And the answer, that I give is, if you put your hand on a hot stove, are you supposed to stick with it for 8 weeks because somebody told you it's supposed to? No. It doesn't. If it doesn't feel right, if it doesn't work, if it's not congruent with you, and it doesn't feel like you're vibing with that workout, that exercise, that routine, don't kill yourself for the next 8 weeks trying to figure out how to get it right. You know when something is vibrationally right for you. So my answer to this question is, you keep going until it no longer works. Now, sure, you obviously a workout could get stale and you can get bored, but that would be a psychological thing, the boring part of it. But when we're talking about physical achievement, you sense yourself getting stronger, you're comfortable, you're in a great groove, you're not getting injured, you found those exercises and the way to do them and the postures and the breathing techniques on how they're going to work best for your body. Keep going with that and until you feel like you're no longer progressing, and then you can reassess. You don't have to always jump ahead, right? Because that workout routine that you're doing, even though it's basic, it may be the thing that's just absolutely perfect for you. What I like to do is I like to do the same routine. However, we start changing some things. We start teaching the client or teaching ourselves to get more out of the repetition. So when we're doing an exercise, how can we get more out of it but do the same routine? So there's a couple of ways to do that. We could do more reps, right? Same routine, just a few more reps. You could do another 2 reps. That would be like 20% in volume, 20% extra if you were doing a 10 rep set. You could amplify the concentration and the connection by just kind of focusing on the body, by trying some different techniques in terms of breathing. There's also some rhythm techniques that you could do. You could speed the movements up a little bit to feel like you're more pumping iron, really getting blood into the body. Or you can also slow it down. You can do some negatives that would also change the rhythm of the workout. So it's not that you have to necessarily change everything and overhaul the entire routine after 8 weeks or 12 weeks. There's even nuggets of things to be had even within the workout that you're presently doing. So what I would do is I would become really facile at a particular exercise or a group of exercises, right? Do that for about 8 weeks, 12 weeks. Then within that, see what I can do in terms of getting more out of the repetition. Could I do a little bit more volume, right? Maybe another rep or two. Could I focus a little bit more? Could I concentrate a little bit more? Could I change the rhythm and the balance of the exercise, meaning moving faster or moving slower? I could do so many things even within the same routine and continue to progress. So the answer to that, the long-winded answer to that is we keep going until it stops working, and then we can reassess. You could watch videos, you could contact me, you could reach out to your famous or your favorite or famous fitness YouTuber, or that's where you start digging for things. When something's working, you ride it out. And like I said, how long, if something isn't working, guys have told me, Vic, I'm on this routine and it hasn't been working for a year. Like I said, that's like putting your hand on a hot stove and recognizing it a year later that it's been burning you. You know what's working and what's not. And we can talk more in other videos about how to really get a sense of that. But when you feel good, that's the connection, right? When you're feeling great, that's how you know things are going well. When you feel terrible, when you feel exhausted, when you feel achy, you feel like the movements aren't right for you, that's when you start changing things up. So anyway, guys, long-winded answer to a short question. Great question. Thank you so much for all the likes, the shares, and the subs. Read in the description box how to get my ebook. And I wish you guys all the best and good health, peace, love, and muscles. Take care of yourselves. Bye.